Welcome back. I'm Bug Slayer, and this is episode 1, The Planet of Death, entering orbit around the planet Tambi. Captain Comic, galactic hero, prepares for his impossible mission to recover treasures stolen from the planet Amsak. Armed with only his courage, he enters the teleport chamber. I'm guessing the planet is Tambi, not the Captain Comic. Alright, controls are the keyboard. I've got left and right. Shoot is the number pad 0. Space is jump. Alt will go through doors, but not these doors. It's a very simple platforming shooting game from the 80s, I suppose. It says copyright 1988 by Michael Denio. I played this when I was a youngin'. I don't remember where we got it. It's just one of those games I played on my dad's computer as a kid. And I found it. Oops. Now the game is actually quite fair. You can take several hits from enemies and do quite well. That's going to be very important later on, where some enemies you cannot hit most of the time. Oh, that one got me. You gotta go slow. Take your time. Avoid the pitfalls. There's left and right transitions from screen to screen, but not, from what I've seen, any downward screen transitions. So if there looks like there's a pit there, there's probably a pit there. Oh. And the volume on this is actually quite loud. I've turned it down so it's listenable in this video. I also have it turned down on my headphones. I noticed sometimes, I was playing this earlier, whenever I push the shoot, it doesn't seem like it wants to. Not sure what's going on with that. It's a bit of an early Metroidvania, because, like, there's that door there I can go through. I think I might have needed the key to enter this door. I explored this area earlier. There's really not much here. And it's just relentless, fast spawning monsters and areas that I cannot get to. I'm tempted, now that I have that key, to go to go all the way back to the beginning. Oh, shoot. Here I am, almost dead. See, if I were taking this slower, take this at a methodical pace, you can get through it. You can take a few hits here and there, and you'll be okay. Whoop. And, got a text I need to check. It's kind of a safe spot. I have to call it quits here soon, but I wanted to show this off a little bit. I'm going to go all the way back to the beginning just to answer that question of what happens when you go back to the beginning with the key, because I don't actually know. I might have tried that when I was a kid, but I don't remember. There's a lot about this game that I don't remember, including whether or not I even beat it. Might not have beat it back in the day. I wish that pickup respawned and not just the enemies, but oh well. Down at the bottom are the heads that look like the heads of Captain Comic here. And those are your lives. When you run out of those, it's game over. running out of health puts you back at the last screen transition you made, whether it was a doorway or this edge of a screen. So that does set you back, but not back like a horrible amount. Now these platforms I saw earlier, you can jump through some of them, but not others. Like basically if your head is traversing the object, you can jump, but if it's trapped under it... Aha! Oh. 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 Okay. Well, maybe that area is not for me. Anyway, like I said, it's a bit of an early Metroidvania, and for 1988, that's really something because Metroidvanias really hadn't been done yet. Like, I guess you had Metroid, and you had Castlevania, but my understanding is they kind of typically put Castlevania Symphony of the Night as the first Metroidvania. I could be wrong on that. So it's interesting to see that kind of influence on this. So maybe this takes more influence from Metroid than it does Castlevania, for obvious reasons. But anyway, yeah, it's a pretty fun game. If you can find a copy, I recommend playing it, checking it out. And again, if you go slow and take a methodical pace, it's a pretty fair game. You're going to find some enemies later on that hug the floor and you can't shoot them unless you are like jumping through a hole in the floor and they're on the level above, or you're falling down and shoot, or lure them into a hole, but chances are they'll respawn and you'll just have to tank the hit. If you got the health for it, that's okay. If you don't, you're looking at losing a life. I think if you get a high enough score, then you'll regain lives. So it's not like it's just a complete downward spiral. There are weapon upgrades. They don't really improve your weapon. They just give you basically rapid fire. And you have to watch that as that bar goes down each time. If you just hold the bar down, that depletes and you can't shoot anymore. But the rapid fire, you get pretty quick early on. It's not really rapid fire. It's just more shots per second. So, yeah. That is The Adventures of Captain Comic for DOS. I'll see you guys later.